Welcome back. It is time to close out the week with our own Shannon Becker in quadruplicate this morning.
Oh my.
There's too many Shannon Beckers.
It's like grandfather's mansion at Silver Dollar City.
Yeah, it is. And just some really cool technology. So, Shannon, welcome back to the show.
All right.
So, what have you got for us this morning?
Let's take a look at the big three stories this week. Live and local news, it was on the Missouri state line. A two-vehicle crash right where Sumac Road and Missouri 171 come together. A vehicle ran the stop sign and into traffic. They call it a highway speeds crash. One person was life-flighted to Joplin, was still awake, alert, talking, but just as a precaution, did suffer serious injuries. Other people involved in that didn't even spend the night in the hospital. It was one of those high-impact crashes. Just a lot of emergency from both Missouri and Kansas. Both came because it's right there on the line. So everyone was all right. Shockingly so, because of that response. A lot of people were really concerned of what occurred.
That's incredible.
Our number 2 story, Joplin News First, live and local. Speaking of weather, this is the other night, Sunday night into Monday morning. This is in Carthage. A tree fell onto a pickup truck and a vehicle in a driveway on Hillcrest Drive. No one was injured there. A lot of downed trees. It was heavy winds. Now we find out on the backside also there were actually 3 tornadoes.
Yeah.
One in Newton County, wind speeds were about 105 miles an hour. There was not a tornado warning issued either. They're still taking a closer look at it. They're calling it an EF1 tornado that crossed about I-49 area where there's a lot of debris even on the highway near Neosho. And then our number 1 story, Pearl Brothers taking down the green ugly metal facade. It happened last Saturday. It's been weeks in the making. Pearl Brothers closed in January, and now the new owners are going to refab it. It'll be apartments upstairs, and then downstairs will be a retail space. Now the brick that's now exposed has not seen the light of day. They're guessing maybe about 60 years that's been up there. Back in the 1949, late 40s, early 50s, there was a program called Urban Renewal, where if you had these old brick buildings. Now it's not known if they necessarily had this tax break or whatever. The government would supply money for people to tear down the old brick buildings or cover them with sheet metal so you didn't have to recover all the brick and the mortar. There's going to be quite a bit of work, I believe. They're going to have to secure that brick. I've reached out to the construction company who handles this, and maybe they'll get back with us soon so we can hear a little bit more on the historical update also.
Yeah, a lot of memories in that store.
Yeah, interesting,
a lot of memories.
Right? And then our bonus story of the week. Mail carrier last week spotted a dog with an arrow through its head along the bluffs in Knoll, Missouri. And Knoll Marshal Travis Shepard told me yesterday they now have a person wanted on warrants, a warrant issued by the McDonald County prosecutor for the man there you see on your screen. You can go to KOAM News Now for more details in that story. The dog is recovering. The arrow was removed amazingly. She was running around the bluffs and taking care of her 3 pups. And she's doing fine now. A lot of people have been wanting to adopt those pups, but they're not weaned yet. So we'll keep you updated on that story.
Absolutely incredible. She was able to survive.
Yeah,
that.
That's amazing.
So,
it's amazing.
That's wild. Well, Shannon, thanks for coming in for us this morning.
For sure.
And I tell you what, why don't you hang around for just a little bit, and we'll recap these stories for anyone who maybe isn't awake yet or wants to hear them one more time over on our Fox Morning Show.
Sounds good.
All right. We are going to be back with birthdays and anniversaries right after this.